What is it about a forest that makes people exaggerate? It's a quiet, friendly place. There's nothing mysterious about it. But if one of you humans sees a perfectly ordinary house where a dear old lady lives with her cat, first thing you know, you're telling stories about witches and cats that can talk and all kinds of fantastic
Sorry,
things.
Spooky. You have to stay in today. Don't get into mischief now.
It's all just your imagination. That's how all those ridiculous fairy tales get started. And believe me, none of them are true. I ought to know, because you see, I'm a gnome. Yes! I'm sorry to find you in such a terrible state today. Don't know where I caught it. Lisa's gone to meet our granddaughter, Susan, who's coming to spend a few days with us. And of course, wouldn't you know, I can't go because I have to stay home and look after this awful... How could this happen to me? I'm a doctor. It's humiliating.
He has a cold and a bad temper.
Poor Granddad.
It'll go away as soon as he sees his darling granddaughter.
His cold will go away, Granny?
No, his bad temper will. He's always smiling and happy when you're around. Hello there, friends. I'm glad you're here today because it gives me a chance to introduce you to my dear granddaughter, Susan, who's here for a visit.
How do you do?
Well, come on. The Grouch is waiting for us.
Oh, do you think he'll tell me a story?
I hope so.
All the silly things I've ever heard of.
David!
Hello, Granddad, I'm here.
At last, my ray of sunshine.
Give me a big
No,
hug.
don't come near me.
Oh.
I don't want you to catch my cold.
You're frightening your granddaughter, David. Better give her her present.
Oh, Granddad, have you really got a present for me?
Ah, yes. I made you a hat myself. I don't know if I got the size of your head right. I hope you like it.
Thank you.
What's the matter?
I must say, you don't look very enthusiastic.
Oh, I like it very much, Grandmother. I just never seen one this color
But
before.
that's still just the natural wool. It hasn't been dyed yet.
Good gravy. What in the name of time do your parents teach you? You don't know how a hat is made?
Oh, no. And please, would you tell me about it, Granddad?
All right. I'll explain the process of making a hat. The first and most important thing is getting the raw material. Sometimes we collect deer fur when they're molting, or perhaps sheep's wool that gets caught at a fence. For something really soft, the rabbits let us gather up the fur they shed in their burrows.
But how do you color
Your
them?
grandmother had better explain that. She's an expert.
Oh.
We haven't colored your hat yet because we thought you might like to choose the color yourself.
Oh, Grandma, I've always wanted a red hat.
Then that's the color your new hat will be. All our dyes come from plants. Blue comes from indigo. For yellow, we use columbine or woodbine leaves. Natural dyes are always better. And for red, we get juice from a hemp plant.
How's that?
Goodness gracious, you look like a little princess.
Ah, you look really lovely. Let's go for a walk to show it off.
Oh, what a good idea. Oh, Grandfather, will you mind being left alone?
Don't worry about me. I'll stay home and nurse my cold.
See you later, Grandpa.
Goodbye. These mushrooms are really delicious. Let's pick some for supper.
Oh, look, wild plums.
You can eat just one, Susan. You don't want to spoil your supper. What happened?
Oh, it's squirted at
It's
me.
just a little plum juice. I'll clean it off. Further on, there's a patch of wild strawberries that should be ripe. Be careful, Susan. Better wait for me. What a funny girl. Come on, let's go.
Yes, Grandma.
Huh? Hello, Mr. Porcupine. What's the matter? You look worried. Oh, but you should be happy if you're going to be a father. What good news.
Oh.
Aha, now they sent you out of the cave till it's over? Well, they did right. You might have been in the way at a time like this. You stay out here, and I'll go in and see if I can help. Ah, there it is. Just wait here till I get back.
All right. Don't be too long.
That's not up to me, sweetheart.
All right. I'll just wait.
That's a good sign. Your children will be coming soon.
Oh, you're so worried. I'll make you a present to cheer you up. Oh? Oh, well, I think it's nice.
Oh, congratulations. You have a fine baby. The second one looks just fine, too. Being a mother is the most wonderful thing in the world, isn't it? Slowly now. Don't be in such a hurry. And you ought to eat something, too. Try this. And now have a rest. You deserve it. You shouldn't move around too much until tomorrow. Your husband will bring you something to eat. All right? Goodbye. Here I am.
Oh, Oh, that was quick.
Yes, an easy delivery with no complications or trouble. Congratulations, you have 3 lovely children. I hope you won't try to play with your children until they get a little bit bigger. We have to go home now, or David will be worried about us. Thank you for offering to give us a ride home, but I'm afraid it just wouldn't work.
With those quills of yours, we'd end up looking like pieces of Swiss cheese. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Look, isn't it pretty here?
Wonderful. Oh, Grandmother, couldn't we stop here for a bit?
If you like. Bravo, magnificent, marvelous. You were fine, Susan. We'd better go home now. It's getting very late.
Oh, would you do a favor for us, little bird? Go and find Swift and ask him to come and get us.
That was a good idea.
Better than riding a porcupine.
Go ahead, keep on playing.
That's okay, I'll keep you company. Please, Swift, will you take us home?
Some animal has fallen into our entrance trap.
Oh! Serves him right.
Ah, well, we'll leave him down there for a while to teach him to respect our privacy.
Grandfather, may I go down and give the baby rabbits the bottle?
Of course, my dear. It'll be one less job for your grandmother to do.
Oh, thank you. Grandmother, Grandfather said it was all right for me to feed the rabbits.
That's fine. I've just finished warming the milk. I'll put on the nipple, and you can take it to the rabbits.
Oh,
It's not for you. It's for the rabbits in our emergency exit. They'll be good guardians there when they grow up.
yes, Grandmother.
Bring it along.
I'm coming.
There.
Thank you. Oh, here's your supper. Oh. Oh.
Don't give it all to just one. Share it. That's fine, Susan. You're doing it well. Don't forget the last one, the one on the end.
Oh, I'm very glad to have met you. I'll come and feed you again tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Be careful you don't slip.
There. That was fun.
You did a good job, Susan. Thank you.
How are the rabbits?
Oh, just fine, Grandfather. They drank the whole bottle without stopping for breath. I felt just like a mother rabbit feeding them. It was wonderful.
Yes, Susan. Motherly love is a wonderful feeling, and animals all over the world know that feeling. Even the fiercest animals are tender with their children. You must try to understand all animals, even if they cause us trouble sometimes.
Oh, that reminds me.
Hello, Swift.
Talking to Swift
Why has Swift got such big ears?
so he can hear better.
And what big eyes he has.
So he can see you better, dear.
And what a big mouth he has.
Oh! Why, it's just a little kitten. I wonder who it belongs to. Good night, dear. Sleep well.
Why didn't Grandfather want to tell me a bedtime story, Grandma?
I don't know. It must be his cold that's made him such a grumpy bear.
I am not a grumpy bear.
Good night, dear.
See you in the morning.
I hope you'll be able to sleep all right without a bedtime story.
It's you humans who started the whole business of telling bedtime stories to children. And what stories? Those ridiculous fairy tales that are utterly impossible. And sometimes you even get us gnomes mixed up in them. Tom Thumb, Rumpelstiltskin. They weren't gnomes. They were just a figment of someone's overactive imagination. Why, some stories even claim that Santa Claus is a gnome. Oh, sure, I'd like to claim him as a relative, but I'm sorry to say he's not even a distant cousin. I don't know where all these stories come from, who makes them up. Oh, I know a forest can look like a mysterious magic place, especially at night, but there aren't any witches and black cats and all those other unbelievable things. We gnomes have nothing to do with that stuff. Yes. Good night, dear friends, and Schlitz fights. See.
Back home. Oh, how spooky. And what have you been doing all day? Oh. Well, that's quite a story you're telling me, Spooky. A big bad fox, you say? Aha! Oh, I'd better write that down. Now, let me see if I've got this straight. Yes, a girl with a tall red hat and her kindly grandmother. A big bad fox? Oh, that's no good. Let's make him a big bad wolf. That ought to do it. I think I can do something with that big ears, big eyes, big mouth part. What'll I call it now? Sure, Little Red Riding Hood.
Gossip is bad, especially when a mischievous gnome spreads bad news about Dr. David. Can David's nephew Jonathan help? Or will Dr. David be forced to retire, leaving the animals with no one to care for them? Find out next time if the forest can live without the good doctor, right here with young Dr. Gnome.
We gnomes learn all about plants when we're very young. It's a very exact science and has to be learned from books because information passed by word of mouth gets all mixed up. Secondhand information gets changed as it's passed from one person to another. It's quite true. Sometimes people hear things wrong. It happened here recently when my young nephew Jonathan came for a visit. He was feeling gloomy because his parents wanted him to study to be a doctor. But he didn't think it was such a hot idea. Imagine.
No, I don't want to. No, no, no. Hey. Huh? Who are you? Where'd you come from? Where are you going? What are you so sad?
My name is Jonathan. My parents are house gnomes that live in the city, and I'm coming to visit my Uncle David, and I bet he hates being a doctor.
Just a minute. It must mean your uncle is sick. Why else would you go to visit him?
Because I'm gonna be a doctor. And who are you?
My name is Martin, but everyone calls me Blabby. I can't imagine why. Maybe it's because I like to talk to people. Well, now I have to go. Sorry your uncle's so sick.
Bye.
So, that's how rumors get started.
David's so sick he's going to retire. David's nephew is taking over. Jonathan's the new doctor.
Thanks to old Blabby, the news traveled fast. And every time the story changed hands, it got exaggerated.
Isn't it a shame about David? They say he hasn't long to live.
His nephew Jonathan is our new doctor, but he hasn't graduated yet.
He's looking after David, but he isn't qualified.
David has many nephews, and they're all coming here.
Yes, and they're going to put poor Lisa out of her house.
Now that David's gone, I think we should move to a new neighborhood.
Well, I hear everybody's going to move.
We can't stay here anymore. It'll soon be deserted. Everybody's gone but us.
Doctor. Oh, well.
Jonathan, oh!
And Lisa.
Do you like them?
Very good.
So your parents want you to be a doctor, hmm?
Yes.
The last thing I want to be is a doctor. But they insist so much I have to.
A doctor's work is very important.
Yes, but it must be so very boring.
I don't think your Uncle David is ever bored. There's someone at the door. Maybe that's David back already.
Lisa, Martin says that Jonathan is going to take David's place.
How silly. Blabby Martin, come in. I want you to meet my dear nephew, Jonathan. It's possible that someday he may be a doctor, but for the time being, his uncle is on the job.
But isn't David sick?
Of course not. He's out doing what Jonathan calls his boring work. Oh.
Quiet. Calm down and I'll get you out of that. Hold still, just for a moment. Swift, hold him. Try not to move too much. It might be dangerous. You can go home now, but look out for traps, especially today. But more and more people were in a tizzy about the rumor that Blabby had started. And the forest animals, too, were leaving their homes. This was a particularly bad day to be wandering aimlessly in our forest, because there was a dangerous stranger among us. And his intentions were not friendly.
We were afraid we'd
I
lose
don't know what
David.
he's doing, our doctor.
Robert, what did he cure you of?
Oh, I had kidney rocks.
Stones, dear. You have to say stones or no one will understand you. I was the one that called David, and he came right away.
Good evening, Amelia. Here I am.
Come in, David. Come in. He's had these horrible pains for hours now.
Let's see. Does it hurt here?
Yes, it hurts.
I'm sorry to say you have a stone in your kidney, Robert. We'll soon get rid of that nuisance. He must stay in bed and not have anything to eat all day. And drink a lot of hot birch leaf tea. And I'll send over a bottle of a special tonic I make myself out of leaves and seeds from my garden. You'll like it. It's also good for cleaning windows. There, rest now.
When will I be able to go back to work, Doc?
By tomorrow morning, you'll be right as rain as soon as that stone is dissolved. For now, stop worrying and go to sleep. I'll send you over a bottle of my tonic right away.
Thank you, Doctor. Goodbye.
That's wonderful, Robert. But let me tell you what he did for little Sidney here. Sidney fell from a tree and hurt himself. He couldn't even stand up.
Tell me what happened exactly.
He fell out of the tree on his back, and now he can't walk.
I see. The joints of his legs are not working properly. On the table. I want to look at his back. Just relax now, Sidney. Now, it's nothing serious. Now, try that. Walk over to us, Sidney. You can do it. Your legs are better now. You can walk. That's it. Come on.
Oh, poor Sidney.
No, let him do it. Come on, Sidney. You're doing very well. Go to Mummy, Sidney. Show us you can do it, boy. Bravo! What a great walker you are, Sidney.
My little boy.
By next week, you'll be climbing trees again. But be careful. Goodbye. I'll come back and check you out again in a few days. Goodbye.
Thank you, Dr. David.
My case was even worse. I thought every bone in my body was broken. I couldn't even move.
Hi there, Ernest. So you're not feeling very well, huh? Tell me what's bothering you.
I ache all over.
I think what you've got is common rheumatism. We gnomes get it very often.
It's terrible. I can scarcely move.
This cold, damp weather makes it worse. But you're only 330 years old. You've still got plenty of spunk in you. You've got to look after yourself. From now on, I want you to have 4 baths a day in very hot water, as hot as you can stand it. Make sure you put hot compresses on all your joints every night. The pain will go away, and you'll be feeling like you were 100 again. Goodbye, Ernest.
Goodbye, David, and thanks a lot.
Well, I hate to tell you about my case because it was all my fault that I got sick, but I'll tell you anyway.
Hello, David. Thank you for coming.
Oh, I don't mind making house calls. What's the trouble?
He has a terrible stomachache. He couldn't sleep all night long.
Let's have a look.
Is it very bad, Doctor? Is he going to die?
You've been stuffing yourself with food again, haven't you? And eating all the wrong things. You should eat less and cut down on the white bread and jam. I've told you before, that's not a healthy diet. Try some whole wheat bread with dandelion leaves, and you'll be fine. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye! You ate too much. That's funny. And got a pain in your stomach.
You're not one to be laughing at other people's troubles. You had some trouble yourself.
Yes. When they cut down my family tree, I was left all alone, homeless, and without a friend in the world.
Well, there you are, Philip. Are you still feeling down in the dumps? No get up and go?
None at all.
Well, friend, it's time you reorganized your life. You're only 367 years old and in good shape. I think I know what you need. Yep, what you need is a good wife to keep you company, and I'm sure I can find one that will be just right for you.
I don't know what to say, David.
Trust me, Philip, I know just the kind you need. I'll find you someone who'll make you happy for the rest of your life.
Think so? Good. Thank you very much, David.
In the meantime, stop being so gloomy all the time. You have to get ready for your new wife. Goodbye.
What a wonderful doctor he is. No pills, no medicine. Just by talking, he made me feel 10 times better.
Yes, it's true. Just by talking to me, I felt no pain at all. He used words to pull a tooth of mine once.
Hello, Ingrid. What's troubling you?
A toothache. It's really terrible.
Let's see. Open your mouth.
Right here. Ah.
Yes, I can see the one you mean, the third molar. It looks bad. It'll have to come out.
You mean you're going to pull it out? Oh.
Yes, but it won't hurt. Come on inside the house. Now then, Ingrid, I'm going to put you to sleep.
Put me to sleep?
Yes. Look into my eyes and relax completely. Go to sleep. Relax and sleep. Your eyelids are becoming very heavy. You are very sleepy. Sleep. Now your arms are getting heavy. You're falling into a deep sleep. A sleep without dreams and without pain. Full of happiness. Now I can take out that tooth without hurting her. There. Won't bother her now. Just a little disinfectant on the gum, and I'm all finished. Wake up, Ingrid.
Where am I? What happened?
That bad tooth is gone.
Oh, you took out my tooth and I didn't feel a thing. Thank you, Dad.
Not at all.
He's a magician, a medical wizard. Someday Jonathan will be a wizard, too. He'll be a great doctor, relieving sickness and pain, like his Uncle David.
Hello, David. Good heavens, what a pleasant surprise. How are you? I'm glad to see everybody, but why are you all here today?
Hey, Uncle David, I'm here too.
Hey, Jonathan.
I want to be a doctor like you.
That's wonderful.
He'll be just like his uncle when he grows up.
Dr. Jonathan.
Greetings. Glad you got you know.
There's not enough.
Huh? Come on, we better go see what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
I heard there was a... It sounded close.
Now be careful out there.
Oh. David, someone may be hurt.
Let's go, Swift. Look at that. Someone's hurt.
I thought he was going to eat me.
It's gone now. Let's find out where the hunter went.
You'll be all right. Quiet now. I'll get that bullet out. He has a bit of fever, but that's to be expected.
Pull it tighter. Okay, that's enough. Now!
What the name of good for no? Come on, Kung Fu, let's get out of here.
Get out of here!
Stay back, Swift. Stop. With the power that nature has given me, I order you to leave this forest in peace. Now! Go with your master and don't come back. Stay quiet. There's that evil bullet. Good. The operation is a complete success. The way some bad people treat the animals around here is disgraceful. The deer, the birds, the bears, the rabbits, and the beavers. They're almost extinct, and those rotten folks just don't care. Look, is it that much fun destroying such a gentle and beautiful creature? Don't be afraid. You can walk now if you try. Come on, be brave. Oh, get up and walk. Go with your mother. Up. You'll be all better in a week or so, young fella. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Uncle David, we can make a microscope out of this.
It's better to just bury it so it won't be reminding us of this terrible weapon.
You're right.
Come on, future doctor. Give me your hand. I'm glad you made up your mind. I hope in time that men will get to be more like us. Except in the matter of size, of course. Slits fights!
David's late for the party, and problems with some silly lost baby chicks make him later still. But the trouble with the chicks is nothing compared with the trouble the trolls cause at the party. They just can't stand to see anyone have a good time. Next time, watch David cook up a party that really teaches those trolls not to come when they're not invited.